Afternoon baseball from one of the best ballparks around, Oriole Park in Baltimore. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Twins and the Baltimore Orioles. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Baltimore Orioles.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
Kevin Gausman gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. Looking to have a better year this season.
With a moment now, take a look at the defense for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch J.J. Hardy in this one. He's a shortstop that doesn't look that great athletically, but some of the plays he makes, it'll just make your jaw drop. He's won multiple Gold Glove awards, so he can be an impact player in this one.
Eduardo Nunez heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Number 9.
And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway.
First pitch, 3:05.
Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
Well, you know, the big key to throw on the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
And this is taken for a called third strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game.
Batting second, center fielder.
Let's check the grip on that last split-fingered pitch. You can see how wide his fingers get across the top of the baseball, and that's what gives it the backspin needed to be effective.
Stepping in now, Danny Santana. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Drummond's a very fair umpire, Matt. Calls a pretty standard strike zone. Usually not a lot of complaints either way.
Tapped up the first baseline, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top 2 guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go. So that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Miguel Sano gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. In there, no balls and a strike. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. A solo shot here to left as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
And you know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little anxious waiting for the season to get going. I guarantee you, he's been looking forward to this at-bat for about a month now, and he makes the wait worthwhile.
At the plate, Oswaldo Arcia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that's taken for strike 1.
Oh, another pitch up. Just like the home run ball a second ago, he's going to have to get that thing down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Well, there's the location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, it's going to be on the ground.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. But the Twins fire the opening salvo as they're on the board courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up from Oriole Park. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Now that we have a chance, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, Matty, Trevor Plouffe has really come into his own. He's a guy that can play both in the infield and the outfield, but really he thrives at the pocket. He's got quick reaction, soft hands, just really makes it look easy.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hughes steps into the windup, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. In the air, down the left field line and deep. After it is Arcia. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting second, right fielder, Jimmy Paredes.
Stepping in, Jimmy Paredes, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And now he's hitting left-handed where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. Tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Called strike two on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, and this really is his 1-2 punch. He's got both the two-seamer and the cutter in his arsenal, so they're fairly similar pitches, except for the fact that one works its way in, the other one works its way.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They still trail 1-0. Brian Dozier will start things out here for Minnesota, with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised he didn't go after that one, too.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Joe Mauer gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
Here's the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already, that's 2 walks here in the early going. And that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Trevor Plouffe is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. First and second here with nobody out. Grounded to third. Oh, look at Machado. To second for one. On to first, a double play.
First and second, nobody out. You think you're in a great position to do some damage here in this inning. And then, the one thing that you could not have is the double play, and that's exactly what you get.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll take a look at ball one.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
A man on third with two down. 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Jones going back, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Man at second here with two away, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher Kurt Suzuki. First offering on its way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Swing and a hard liner to center field. Jones will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Minnesota. Manny Machado strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
Hughes is ready. First pitch on the way. And there's the fastball from Hughes. It's 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Hot shot to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Designated hitter, Mark Trumbo.
Striding into the box, Mark Trumbo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he lays off there, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
And that's where you're going to have to be with that fastball. Like a lot of power guys, this guy is a pull hitter. So he has a lot of trouble getting out in front of that hard stuff. Kind of comes around that pitch when it's up and away like that.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Hughes looking strong that half of the inning. His guys lead it 2-zip. A nice aerial shot there, the Inner Harbor in downtown Baltimore, as we welcome you back to the Charm City. Eduardo Nunez will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Reimold giving chase. One away.
Now batting, the center
Danny
fielder,
Santana
Danny
stands in.
Santana.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Paredes sprinting after it, but this will land foul shy of the wall. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. High and deep to right center field. Jones going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he is into the hit column here in this new year. His first hit is a double.
And you know, I think we're starting to see, now that he's got some major league playing time under his belt, it's starting to come a little bit easier to him. He's starting to drive the ball, and he's starting to drive the ball with authority too. And this is case in point as he winds up on second with a ringing double.
Miguel Sano is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
0-1, here's the pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. One out and a runner on second base. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
And so far throughout his entire start, he's had very little go right out there on the mound for him. And this is just going to add to the misery as that pitch will be scored a wild pitch.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Here's Oswaldo Arcia as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this in 2 away.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. One left for Minnesota. They're up 2-0. Jonathan Scope will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Hughes gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Here's Hughes back to work now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, don't worry. I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him.
Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Left side. There's Plouffe. On to first as the throw takes care of Hardy. 2 away.
Yeah, on a slow chopper like that, that is the third baseman's ball if he can get to it. He's got the momentum going the right way towards first base, so he'll just cut right in front of the shortstop and make that play to first.
Nolan Reimold will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And Hughes gets ahead with the fastball for strike 1. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Suzuki corrals it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. The Twins are in front, 2-0. Brian Dozier is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a splitter starts things off with a called strike 1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. One and 1. Here it comes. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, well, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
So here's Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer.
As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
To short, hit hard. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Boy, this one might be a case of adding injury to insult. It hasn't been his finest performance so far, and now this one shot right back at him at the mound. No time to get out of the way, and that's going to sting for quite a while.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. Lifted the other way to left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 for the Twins on this swing by Brian Dozier. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Twins. Adam Jones will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Oh, boy, he is attacking hitters in this one. Another first pitch strike right there, and he's up right around 90% in that category so far.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. 2 different pitches, both taken on the inside corner, and now they can go just about anywhere they want.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Hughes looks in. Here's the 1-2. Takes this the other way to right, and the Orioles have their first hit of the ball game.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
In now, Jimmy Paredes, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Chris Davis will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and standing in now the third baseman, Manny Machado. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
A runner on first with 2 away. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Orioles leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Kurt Suzuki heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Hard hit ball towards the hole. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And that's not a good start to the inning on the mound. Back-to-back hits have him in trouble again, and at this point, they can't afford to let this deficit get any wider than 3.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Danny Santana is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he's going to make it up to 3rd here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Miguel Sano.
Miguel Sano strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Well, that's just not the time to be helping him out there. He's already in trouble, so don't make things easier on him.
Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
And this is all about having faith in your catcher that he's going to block that pitch, as well he should. He's one of the best around when it comes to smothering balls in the dirt.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Oswaldo Arcia will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
The 0-1 pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And you know the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Your attention.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Todd Redmond is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Brian Dozier will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game, remember.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a little tapper. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. Twins leave the bases loaded, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Mark Trumbo will lead things off for the Orioles here with Matt Wieters set to follow.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Here comes the first pitch. Nope. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Arcia going back. Gone! It's a solo home run off the bat of Mark Trumbo. And that puts the Orioles on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important, not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now.
Wieters.
Swing and a line drive, but this is a foul ball. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That's the way you want to see guys respond after giving up a home run. You know, some guys, they go into a shell, they hang their heads. Some guys get a little gun shy, they start to nibble at the corners. This guy, he gets teed off, and he comes right after the next guy in the lineup. If I'm a pitching coach, that's what I want to see.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Too high, 1-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sano is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The shortstop, number
J.J.
3,
Hardy stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Sano is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Joe Mauer settles in to start things out for Minnesota. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers. But he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. And here's a swing and a miss by Mauer as he's down on strikes for the first out.
This is nothing more than a great pitch here on 2-2. Just a changeup that totally bottoms out right there. Very tough to do anything with that.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Hit hard down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Eddie Rosario.
Digging in to try it again, Eddie Rosario. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1.
That first pitch change can be a tough one. A guy doesn't have any point of reference to work from, and he just can't help himself up there.
Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. Where you going here?
I'm throwing that same pitch again. Make him prove that his plate discipline is such that he can lay off it twice in a row.
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More coming up from Baltimore after this. Nolan Reimold will come forward now to start out their half of the sixth, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had him off balance all game.
Fastball in there for a called strike. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Adam Jones comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Jimmy Paredes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And with some of these guys, it's like they're in an 0-2 count before they even come to the plate.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Leading off for Minnesota,
Eduardo Nunez is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Hardy's there. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times probably.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Twins are challenging.
So here's
the
one
previous
last
play.
look at the replay. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to rule the runner safe. And boy, I tell you what, I just don't see it here. I'd be pretty surprised that this challenge works out for him in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game.
Out at first base.
Standing in now, Danny Santana. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Right side. Scope's able to get there. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away. Miguel Sano will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First delivery to him on the way. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Hit hard to short. Hardy's up with it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Down go the Twins in order, and it's still 3-1. Chris Davis will be the first to stand in here in the inning for Baltimore, with Manny Machado waiting to follow.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
High and deep to right center. Santana racing back. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. And the Orioles have cut it to 1. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
This is just your classic fastball up over the heart of the plate. I don't even have to do a whole lot of analysis on this one. You put that pitch there to this guy, he's going to take it over the wall. Simple as that.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And it looks like that's going to be all for Phil Hughes. So a good job all in all this afternoon, and as it stands, he can only win this one as he departs with a 1-run lead. Kevin Jepson is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Kevin Jepson.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Got him. Digging in and looking for more, Mark Trumbo. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
And they start him out away with a cold strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. A ball and two strikes. Here it is. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Catcher number 32.
Matt Wieters will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Starts him with a breaking ball this time. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. 3-0 now. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Two out with the man at first. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Orioles get a run thanks to the familiar home run swing of Chris Davis. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Leading off the inning, Oswaldo Arcia, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Oswaldo Arcia.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And Davis will win the race to the bag for the putout.
The batter, number
Time to
2.
bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Brian Dozier gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. A good performance thus far by the visiting Twins, and they lead it here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point. Joe Mauer ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Third baseman, number 24, Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. And a look here at the hits per side here in the late going. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And here's a ball hit in the air, and that's going to land foul. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Grounded to short. He's got it. He'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Leading off the inning, J.J. Hardy, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Swung on and missed that time by Hardy as he finds himself behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and there's a base hit. So there you go, the possible tying run aboard here to kick off the home half of the 8th.
Wow. You've got the guy in the hole, 0-2. He's forced to protect the outer edges, but he doesn't have to worry about protecting against a pitch like this. Look where it is. That's a big mistake in location there, leading off an inning.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Nolan Reimold. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Right there for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
That's a big strikeout here with that tying run still at first. And now you're basically a ground ball away from getting out of this.
Casey Fiend will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And Jones fails to come up with that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
On the ground to the right side. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Into the box now, Jimmy Paredes, as he swings at the first pitch and sends a chopper out to short. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Oh, what a good job of keeping it alive with 2 outs. You just got to keep the line moving right now. And now you move that tying run up to second, plus you get the go-ahead run on at first base. So if this next guy could follow this single with a gapper or something like that, this game might get turned on its ear.
Chris Davis is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Sooner or later, the Orioles are going to have to find that key hit. Pretty much eluded them all throughout.
Trying to hold the lead. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
He struck him out, and the tying run will be left stranded at second base. Twins bullpen does the job there. We've played 8 full. It's the Twins 3 and the Orioles 2. Michael Givens will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Eddie Rosario, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The catcher, number 8.
Kurt Suzuki comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about doing that again. Let's see if he can get something started right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Eduardo Nunez strides in, grounded out his last time through. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jones moves over, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Nothing further in the Minnesota ninth. Last chance coming up for Baltimore. They trail it here 3-2. Leading off the inning, Manny Machado. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Glenn Perkins is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 15, Glenn Perkins.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Perkins is ready. Here's the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike two. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
With him in there trying to preserve a one-run lead, the first thing he wants to do, don't let that leadoff hitter get on base to start the inning. That's a nice way to approach him. Now he's just 2 outs away from wrapping this one up.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. One and one.
Look out, 1-1.
One out, nobody on. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
He sure can. A very wide arm angle, comes from the first base side. It's not straight either, it's moving.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off. And in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great performance. Now, that's how you want to get your season started.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 3-2.